And joining me now is Democratic Congresswoman from Kansas, Sharice Davids. She represents the Kansas City metropolitan area. Congresswoman, thank you so much. My condolences to your entire state today. I know that you, along with the rest of the country, is in mourning.
Yeah, thank you so much. And this is such a heartbreaking tragedy. The folks who are, I've been thinking a lot about the folks who are waiting for a text message from their loved one. Now, as we now know, their teammates and everyone in our state, in the state of Kansas, is mourning this tragedy, and certainly appreciate the condolences.
Well, absolutely. What are you hearing about what may have contributed to this crash at this point? I know you've been very tuned into what investigators have been saying.
Yeah, well, I think as was just made clear, I'm sure you all have been hearing this from a number of folks today. The NTSB, the National Transportation Safety Board, has the responsibility and the skills, frankly, and experience to get down to the bottom of exactly what happened. I think that the most important thing all of us can do, there's a few things. One is, as a member and representative of my state, I'm going to be here to help support the families in every way necessary, families and loved ones of the folks who were on the plane, the folks who were in the helicopter, our armed service, active duty military, our first responders, and everybody who is experiencing this. I think it's natural for all of us to want to know exactly what happened as quickly as possible. The fact of the matter is, it's going to take a little while. Yeah. And there are some preliminary reports that folks have seen. There's a lot of speculation happening right now, and the most effective thing we can do as folks who are part of the federal government is, one, assure people, look, you can take your flight, you can travel. The United States has the safest airspace, and a lot of that is because we let the NTSB do the work that they do so effectively. And when the time comes, if there are changes that we need to make to processes, to procedures, whether it's in the FAA or the Department of Defense, we're going to do that.
Congresswoman, let me have you respond to what we heard from the president today. You just heard me talking about this with the congressman as well. The fact that he's pointing fingers at the pilot, the air traffic controllers, the fact that DEI, he says, may have played a role. What was your reaction to hearing some of that from the president?
Well, one, I will say, as a Kansan, it's who is experiencing the heartbreak with so many people in my state. I'm disappointed anytime we have, whether it's the president, vice president, any federal officials getting out in front of this investigation that needs to happen. The victims and their families all deserve to have us be as responsible as possible in the way that we communicate out to folks. The NTSB, the FAA, the Department of Defense are conducting an investigation, and speculation from the president or anyone else is not helpful and is reckless.
Congresswoman Sharice Davids, thank you again and again. Our condolences to you and your entire community. We really appreciate your joining us. Thank you.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app, or follow us on social media.